Robert Z's contest questions 1 through 3. Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. So Robert Z just did an update and he reminded us that the responses to his contest questions need to be done by June 30th. And I am going out of town tomorrow and I won't be back until July 3rd. So I was like, I got to get these done. Now, I did question 4 and 5. And so I need to do 1, 2, and 3, and I need to do 6 through 10. Now, as Robert pointed out in his shirtless video, I messed up one of the questions. I watched Doug Anderson's video. It's not his fault, but I watched Doug Anderson's video and then jumped right in and made my own without going to Robert's first. And then I watched Robert's after I made mine. I was like, uh-oh, I messed that up. But he's forgiven me, so that's cool. He's very strict. We are not allowed to mention any runners-up. You have to stick to the questions. Question number 1, it's Christmas and you can invite 3 dead musicians. They have to be dead. Many people are going for classic rock, and I thought I would do something different, of course. I'm kind of interested in history. I didn't want to pick anybody that we already have recordings of, so it would be an opportunity. Not only would they be at your party, but you could record them for history. Number 1, Homer was a blind rhapsode or a professional singer. So of course, Homer, ancient Greek, was famous for writing the Iliad and the Odyssey and other things. And although he wrote and sang his poetry, there are no notes about how he sang it. We only have the words left. And so how amazing would it be to have Homer pop up and sing either the Iliad or the Odyssey and have that recorded? We would finally know what it would have actually sounded like. Number 2, since we're going ancient epics, I'm going to switch languages and I'm going to go to Beowulf. So this one was done in Old English and it was probably sung around a meal. So imagine that, everybody being in the meat hall and someone there performing Beowulf while you ate and drank. Okay, we're going back to Greek because we have Sappho. And Sappho wrote in lyric poetry. And just as the name suggests, lyric means sung with a lyre. So Sappho got rave reviews of her performances. So she wrote and sang her poetry. So she would be like a modern day Joni Mitchell or Bob Dylan. So how amazing would it be to have Sappho at your Christmas party? And not only that, you could record it for posterity. That was question number 1. Question number 2. One song that if you never heard it again, it would be Too Soon. All right, so this was so easy for me. I hate Whitney Houston's version of I Will Always Love You. I never have to hear that again in my life. Now, the problem is I absolutely love Dolly Parton's version. I think that's why I really detest Whitney Houston's version. Easy for me. I like the song, hate Whitney Houston's version of it, never want to hear it again in my life, and I would be happy. Number 3. Robert's going to zap you with a gun, but before you do that, and it's going to erase your memory, but before you do that, he's going to write down the name of one album that is going to be erased from your memory. Just one. And then you will experience it again for the first time. Robert, I've got some conditions. I need you to have an amazing stereo, surround sound system. I'm going to be smack dab in the center. You can have a stool next to me. You can experience it too. But I'm going to be in like a Barca lounger, not leather. I don't want leather. But I want to be kicked back and I want to hear this recording as if for the first time. But it's got to be monumental. The sound has got to be amazing. I want to hear, again, this is probably not going to be a surprise for many of you. I want to hear Dawn Upshaw singing Gurecki's Symphony of Sorrowful Songs. Yeah, it's just a wonderful recording, and to hear that again for the first time would probably be stunning. And we have to sit and listen to it in its entirety, Robert, and you wouldn't be able to talk. I think that might be difficult for you. You might, maybe we'd have to have a gag. So you wouldn't be able to talk. You would have to just sit there and experience it. Okay, so those are my answers to questions 1, 2, and 3 to Robert Zoe's contest. I will be back later today with the answers to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dang, I've got 5 more to do. I might have to split that into 2 videos. As always, thank you for your support.